Hey guys, welcome back to the Hallow'd Pass. I know it's been a while since the last time I uploaded one of these or uploaded anything in general, so I just want to say I'm sorry. The world's going through a lot right now, and it's gonna get better. Things will get better. We just have to stay home and stay safe. With all that being said, I want to say that I launched some merch the other day. Now, I didn't post it on the channel because I didn't post a video, so I'm announcing it here. We have some official Losh TV merch. There are shirts, there are jackets, and there are sweaters. You don't have to buy them, but if you want to buy them and check them out, go check it out. And if you guys have any ideas for what I can make for more merch, let me know below, because why not? Anyways, I hope all you guys are staying home and staying safe. And I hope you guys are ready to make a trip into your own frightmares. But before we do that, I want you guys to do me a favor and like this video if you enjoy this series, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so. Just because you guys are all fantastic, and I want you guys to join along to be HHN historians with us. Little Horror Nights historians. So with that being said, let's dive right into 1997. So like I said, the year is 1997, and Halloween Horror Nights is in its 7th year of operation. This year, the price of admission was around $40 plus tax, with the hours being between 7 p.m. and midnight. We also know that we had a total of 18 nights this year, and those nights were October 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 31st, as well as November 1st. Okay, so now that we have the dates, hours of operation, and pricing out of the way, let's dive right into the shows at this year's event. First, we have the staples of Halloween Horror Nights, the time-traveling duo of Bill and Ted. This time, they're in Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure 6, The Final Frontier, which was back in the Wild West stage show. As for every year, this show tackles things that are popular in pop culture throughout the year. For 1997, Star Trek was a huge influence on the show, along with smaller inputs from things like Alien, Men in Black, Terminator, Back to the Future, and Austin Powers. The second of the 4 shows was another returning program, with that being the Festival of the Dead Parade, which would start in Hollywood and end in New York, unlike the year prior that started in Hollywood and kind of just did a little loop. Unlike the prior year, this parade wasn't based around the Crypt Keeper, and it didn't have him as a master of ceremonies. This time, it was based on the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which also featured a float that was different from the year prior, that included the Prince of Darkness himself at the beginning of the parade. Now, that's really the only difference from this year to the year before. Now, most of the floats were the same except for the one Lord of Darkness float, so it's pretty much the exact same parade, just with a few minor changes. Up next, we have Abracadabra, which was a magic show that was located at the Animal Actors stage. The show would have 5 performances per night. In the show, a guest would be chosen from the audience at random, and the magician would cut the guest in half. Wow. Okay, the 4th and final show was Frightmares. It was located in Hollywood. The show was basically a rock and roll show that would feature some of your worst nightmares. And sadly, I couldn't find that much information on this show, but I'm very intrigued by it. So if you guys went this year and have any information about it, let me know. I kind of want to know. Comment below if you went and let me know what it was like. Now let's discuss the one and only scare zone at the event. Another returning thing. We had the Midway of the Bizarre, which is located back at Amity once again. And it was essentially the same zone that it was in 1995. However, this year they added some carnival games to go along with the clowns and carnival freaks featured around the area. Now let's finally get down to the houses of this year's event. Similar to the two prior events, Universal decided to do a dual-run haunted house based on the Universal Classic Monsters, with Universal's Museum of Horrors, located back at Soundstage 22. But instead of being how it was the year before, it decided to take a turn back to how it was in 1995 with Universal's House of Horrors, with the similarities that one side of the house will feature the classic monsters as in Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, Creature, you know, the Bays, the Booze Brothers. Plug, if you guys haven't seen the Nights of Horror East versus West video that we did all together, us Booze Brothers had a great time. Go check that out. Okay, sorry. But with one side already featuring the classic monsters, the other side will feature more modern day horror icons. For example, two that I could find that were used in this house are Candyman and Scream, which is pretty funny to me because when you look back on it, these are two properties that have been in the talks recently. 2015, we were supposed to get Scream because, you know, whatever, it fell through. We'll talk about that when we get to 2015. And then Candyman was rumored for this year. It wasn't on any speculation map. However, it was rumored, but it got pushed back because the movie date got pushed back. Now, this is something else similar to Frightmares that I wish I knew way more about it, but with earlier Horror Nights, you can't find that much information about houses, scare zones, or shows because there's not that much of a media outlet out there to find it. So if you guys know about this house, either the classic monster side or the modern horror monster side, please let me know because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure everyone else that's watching this video is also curious. So let's move on to the next house, which was located at Nazarman's, and it was called Hotel Hell. So the concept for this house was pretty much a haunted house in which each room was representing a different area from the hotel. Now from blueprints, it seems as if you enter the house and go straight through the reception desk, which was followed by a kitchen that had a scare actor portraying a blood-drenched mad chef holding a bloody cleaver. From what I'm seeing, this sounds very similar, like just this room, sounds very similar to the Slaughterhouse from HHN 1993 by having both the chef slash butcher and meat hanging from the walls. I see a lot of comparisons. And it's pretty cool that they just took a concept they used in the past and brought it into a certain room and it really made it pop. And I've realized they've done this a lot over the years, at least while doing these videos. They do, the Roach Man always comes back, the Rat Lady always comes back, and it's just these consistent things that Horror Nights fans love to see. And it's what created this love for the event for a lot of people. Anyways, let me stop getting off topic. The next room was a mirror room that had some kind of ghost-like scare. So I'm guessing something like a Pepper's Ghost effect. And then they also had a dining room, a guest room, a laundry room, and also it featured the Rat Lady. Oh look, Rat Lady, inside of a sewage pipe. And now finally for our houses, the very last one was Tomb of Terror, and it was located at the Earthquake Queue. This house would have an overlaying New Orleans theme, similar to one of the floats that we had in the Festival of the Dead Parade. Within the house, we had vampires, pirates, ghosts, and zombie soldiers. The house will take you through a lot of different sets. It will first make you go through an old funeral home, as well as many mansions located along New Orleans. This house would also take guests through a cemetery and the swamps. So in the swamps, there were swamp monsters and vampires. Along with all the things that it took you through, it also makes you go down the famous streets of New Orleans. Now, like I've said in every other Hallow'd Pass video so far, we don't have that much information on these earlier years. So, sadly, that's all the information I have for 1997. But, come about 2000, 2001, the turn of the century, that's when we will have so much information. These videos will get longer, trust me. And you guys will have all the information you want. And I just want to make these to make you guys happy and so you guys have all this Horror Nights information, as well as for me, because I'm learning a lot just making these videos and I'm enjoying it. So I'm sorry that it took me so long to make year 7, but I promise you that the next few will be coming out very soon and it'll be a lot quicker. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below the word Frightmares if you made it to the end of this video. Share it around so we can get some more HHN historians, Horror Nights historians, on the boat with us. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And again, please stay safe and stay home. But on top of all of that, stay excellent, my dudes.